Hey guys, good morning. I will wait for a few people to hop on live, and then I know as the day goes on, other people will be able to replay this and watch it later in the day. So I'll just give it a second while people are on this watching. I know some of you guys are at work. This example, experiment, analogy I'm going to use is not my own. I actually heard it on Sunday from Pastor Ryan, and it was exactly what I needed to hear, and I've still been thinking about it this week. And so I was originally going to share it with just those in my Faithness group this morning, just as a reminder with things that I've been touching on. But then I realized that maybe some other people just on my regular Facebook who follow me would be able to benefit from this thought as well. So I'm like, I'll just go ahead and share it live on my main feed for everybody to see. So I'll give it a couple more seconds. Let's see who's on. Tia, Jim, Jennifer, Haley, good morning, everybody. How's your week going so far? For those of you who are guessing on my picture I posted, I will be putting the answer on there later. I know it's killing a couple of people not knowing what the answer is. I'm loving your guesses, by the way. So, hey, Crystal. Anyways, I guess I'll go ahead and start because you guys can watch the replay of this later. I wanted to talk about waiting for answers and trying to get things done. Oh, hang on one second. My week is going very well so far. I'm getting caught up this morning. My mother-in-law Tammy is watching Nova so I can get some things done this morning before I go meet people for their elderberry syrup and kombucha. But this morning of reflection's been really good, and that's what really prompted me to go ahead and just share this live with everybody instead of just the Faithness group. Although I have other things that I will be sharing with just you guys later today. Anyways, back to this original thought. How many of you guys are working towards goals? You are trying to solve problems in your life, or you're trying to really push to get past a tough spot. And how many times have we tried to do it on our own, trying to make it happen by yourself? And so these are two different, well, actually I'll use that as an example in a second. As an experiment, I wanted to show you guys this. So I'm hoping some more people can jump on live and give me a few guesses. This is just an empty pitcher, okay guys? So there's air in it. And the example that I was asked on Sunday, and so I'm going to ask you guys as well, is how can you get the air out of this? I wanted to hear your guesses of how you would get the air out of this, because there's not a lid on it, but there is air in here right now. So I have two people live right now. Do either of you have a guess of how you could get the air out of this pitcher? I'll give you a second to answer. I know you guys are on there. Hey, Christina. So anyways, I'm doing this experiment where I'm showing this analogy. I have an empty pitcher. There's air in it. I'm asking if you guys have any guesses or what you would do if you were asked to get the air out of this. So I will go ahead and tell you a few things that people had suggested. One person said that you could crush this and that would get the air out. I'm trying to think of what the other people had said. Something about using like a vacuum where if you sealed this and then you suck the air out, that would get it out. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Fill it with liquid. You are smart, my friend. So let me go ahead and I'll just go ahead and show you the rest of this because I have it right here. Yes, fill it with liquid. So we are going to go ahead and try not to make a mess everywhere. All right, completely full of water. So that liquid filled this and it forced the air out of it, okay? So the analogy behind this that I wanted to share with you guys this morning is how many times have we been trying to tackle an issue, and I'm guilty of this myself. I have run myself in circles because I am a planner. I like to make a list, a checklist, and get stuff done. I can run myself in circles sometimes and still not come up with an answer or still not move forward with a certain goal or something. And instead of trying to crush this, vacuum the air out, instead of doing that, to be able to be still and to fill it with water, allow it to be filled, that gets the air out of it. And so the whole idea behind this whole thing is, this is my original thought, This, honestly, since the beginning of the year has been how I have been getting things done. I make a list. I'm type A personality. I make a list and I check it off. It's that instant gratification when you are checking things off the list that you know you're making progress. You solved a problem. You got it done. But in the meantime, while you are doing this, you are busy. You're constantly thinking of things that create stress. It can sometimes cause more problems because you realize you're not getting something else done because you're focusing too much on one thing, and it leaves us even more frustrated when we're doing it this way and it's still not taking care of the task. For example, it's still not getting the air out of this container. So what was said to us on Sunday and what really hit home for me, and so I wanted to share this with people, is instead of trying to do all this on our own, busy, and we need to just take a step back, and maybe it is not about us trying to do more. Maybe it's about us taking a step back and just being still, and rather than filling our life with other things to try and fix things, to allow ourselves to be filled with more of God in certain areas, because He is the one that has our best interest in mind. He knows what your future holds. He wants absolute victory in your life and in my life, and He wants us to have success, and He wants us to feel fulfilled and be happy. And so when we stop trying to accomplish this goal by ourselves and just stop and allow ourselves to be filled with more of Him, it all gets taken care of, and it's all from just taking a step back and giving the control up to Him and just listening and allowing Him to take care of those worries and those goals that we're trying to work towards. And it's funny because it's been, I don't know, a month or two ago, I was shopping at Walmart, and how many of you guys have gone past just a random aisle and you're like, oh, I need to buy this, you know? This banner actually, dropping my pencil. This banner actually stuck out to me, and it says be still on it, because I don't know, I just thought this was pretty, and I've always liked this saying, just to be still. And so I've had this hanging on my door for probably a month or two. And what's cool is when I came home from church on Sunday and I saw this hanging on my front door, it was almost like slapping me in the face, like, hey, here's your reminder. You've been hanging this on your door the whole month, you know, but have you really done that? And so yesterday, instead of trying to play catch up all day, trying to work on my business a lot, trying to me trying to do stuff, checking things off this stupid list that sometimes just creates more problems and stress anyway, I literally had no anxiety over stuff. I didn't have stress over things because I just knew that, you know what? God is going to fill me and give me the answers that I need. God will give us the wisdom and the peace and the direction that we need in our life. And it's not about trying for us trying to do more. It's about allowing Him to come in and fill us with those answers, with that discernment, with the peace, with, you know, whatever it is that you guys need right now. I mean, God knows what your needs are. And so I can honestly say, too, with my business, there are certain things that I was trying to move forward in my business for a couple of weeks now, and it happened yesterday, okay? It happened yesterday when I was being still, when I was taking a step back and holding my horses and saying, okay, we're gonna give this another try a different way. And that just encouraged me so much. And so I just want to encourage you guys this morning. Maybe you guys are trying to change things with your jobs, with your relationships, with just plans for overall this year, things you're trying to accomplish. Maybe there are scary things coming up with finances. You don't know how it's going to be answered or taken care of. Maybe you don't know what the next decision is when you're maybe you're at a crossroads with your job or your career. Maybe something's not going so well with your relationship. Maybe you just got diagnosed with something that's freaking you out and you know that it's not in your control. And I want to remind you that instead of you trying to fix those things this week, allow God to fill you and allow yourself time to just be still, to come before God and to allow Him to fill you. And that's going to take the stress off of you trying to do it yourself and maybe still ending up empty, still ending up not having those answers or the solution that you're looking for. And so I want to encourage you guys this week. And it's not easy, you guys. I mean, we live in a society where everything is instant. Everything is, if you want it, you can go out and do it. And that's another example he gave. Yeah, I get my coffee. He gave the example of, everything is so instant and just automatic now, or if you want to see what's going on in another country, you used to have to get on an airplane, go to that country and go see, or write someone a letter and then write back. You can just jump on a live stream right now and find out what's going on. And we get so used to everything having to be done now, and our society is so fast paced, and our society is so focused on these to-do lists and trying to get everything done. And so it makes absolutely no sense. Honestly, I mean, some of you guys watching this are probably thinking, I'm a quack, but I don't care, because I am seeing this working in my own life, and I want to encourage you guys to give it a try too, because we can try and do so many things on our own, but without really taking a step back and allowing more of God in those areas, and taking a step back and us not trying to fix everything and us really being still, that is when it starts working out, and that is when it starts just falling into place without the strain of us trying to do it. And so I just want to encourage you guys with that this week, because and that's the thing too, just because I did it yesterday doesn't mean I have it figured out and everything's going to fall into place today and tomorrow and the next day, because you know, it takes practice to be still, and it takes practice to just get your priorities straight. So, I mean, honestly, this morning, and this is what I want to try and do every day, and it doesn't happen every day, but for myself, I like to start my day with some kind of devotional or prayer. I like to do some kind of exercise. I like to have a healthy snack or meals, you know, made for the day. And I feel like once I get those things done, the rest of my day just falls into place, because when you get the most important things taken care of first, all the other little priorities will fall into place. And so again, by being still, by having that first done, when you focus on that first during your day and you really get that done, everything else is going to happen and it's going to fall into place. And so myself, you know, I'm going to be working on doing that more. I'm going to work on being still more. And it does not come easy to me, because I have this on my counter that I normally look at to help keep myself in line and in check, to make sure I don't forget anything. And so after yesterday, and after actually just being still and allowing God to fill me more with being able to have, you know, less of me trying to come up with the answers and solutions and stuff, allowing this to happen instead of just trying to come up with other answers, has really made a difference in even just one day. And so I'm going to practice more of that. I want to encourage you guys to practice more of that as well. But just know that there's such a peace, and there's such a joy, and there's such a relief when we no longer are the ones trying to make everything happen, and it ends up working out better than we could have done on ourselves anyways. So just wanted to share with you guys this morning. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. If you know someone that may benefit from this video, go ahead and share it with them, either in Messenger or tag them in it, comment their name in it. So anyways, none of us are perfect. None of us have it all figured out or together. But what we can do is to strive to do better and to be better every single day. And by putting God first, everything else will fall into place. So have a good day. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.